gonna touch up my lipstick, do a little quick reel of getting dressed in this outfit, and we're gonna head out to thrift and groceries and whatever else I can get done in this time frame. Here's another thought. How come when you were in high school and middle school, if you were in a band, like band in school, learning how to play properly, how to play instruments and sing, choir, or if you were in drama and you were trying to learn how to be on stage and act. I played the clarinet really horribly in elementary school and gave up music because I just music did not connect to me. I liked singing, I liked chorus and choir, but I did not vibe with playing an instrument. It did not make sense to me. I wish I knew how to play guitar and piano. Anyway, how come you're considered a dork if you're into acting and you're into all these things? But then like when you do it successfully, as soon as you're out of high school, you're not only cool, you can become a millionaire and famous and people covet you. People love you. Like I was thinking about Metallica, you know, like but they probably were, I don't know, they could have been in band. For all I know, one of them was in the marching band when they were in school. Or they were just too cool for that and practiced in their parents' garage and learned how to play instruments organically. But I just feel like, you know, if you're gonna learn how to play instruments, why not do it for free in high school? Where you're getting free lessons on how to like learn how to play something, you know? And then acting, I was in a couple of plays, no speaking roles because I was absolutely terrified of being on stage. Still am. I am not a stage person. I'm not. I've been on stage a few times. I think I've lived it, done it, we're good. But I am not a performer. I'm not an actress. And I'm not an actor. But I just admire it so much. Like Nicole Kidman, my God. The woman can act. Or Meryl Streep, oh my God. Like what I wouldn't do to have those skills and just like not a single shit to give about what people are thinking of you when you're up on the stage giving it your all. I do think that like there's natural people at it. There's people who are just naturally performers. They get on stage and they're at home, you know, or when they're in a movie acting, you know, Brad Pitt was discovered just walking around. So I think like, why are we dorks when we're trying to learn these skills in school, but the moment you get out and you start making money, you become famous and you're like, you're the epitome of cool. Like Metallica is the epitome of like cool metal rock band. Now, if you're the tuba player, hate to break it to you, but I don't know any famous tuba players. Although I hella respect it. So this is not to make fun of tuba players. This is purely example. I have some dumb thoughts sometimes. And the thing is that with these dumb thoughts, I don't want to seem like I'm trying to insult or make fun of anybody. This is purely just observational stuff that I think about. But it's not to be judgmental. It's just to be goofy. Hopefully you guys are catching my goofiness here, because that's the goal, but it's never to make fun of people. I have to make that clear, because this day and age when you say stuff, you got to be careful what you say, because you can end up insulting an entire group of people who love tubas. Okay, I'm going thrifting. Still hunting for curtains for the bedroom since we just painted it. I wanted to change it up, and I'm specifically looking for beige or tan, something in a lighter tone, because the current ones we have were black. I'm also always on the hunt for planters and things for the garden. I also, as you know, am still hunting for t-shirts, specifically looking for one that I can upcycle. It's possible I will upcycle the Metallica tee, but I was really trying to avoid making that my project shirt because I actually fell in love with it and was afraid to cut into it. But spoiler, I don't find anything, and I do end up just upcycling the Metallica tee. Busy parking lot, therefore she shall not put this on the dashboard. I found some stuff. I found curtains. The thing is that if we don't like the way it looks with the paint in the bedroom, the new paint job, then I can just maybe use them outside, because I'm gonna need a lot of curtains to cover the carport as much as I want to, like those photos I had put up on the screen that I got off Pinterest. Those ones are all white. I don't care if they're white or beige, so the ones that I got are beige. So we will see. I'm just letting Whole Foods know I'm on the way. So I'll see you guys when I'm not in this busy ass parking lot full of groceries and new exciting things. I'm having a neutral tone day. I did notice that. All right, well, I am back. I feel like I'm sweating around my nose. I'm gonna show you what I got really quick because I'm really excited to see if it's even going to work. First, the curtains. These, they're like silky, so they're really, I feel like this will really keep the light out because they're like this silky inside. This kind of off, it's almost like a lighter mushroom than what the walls are. I think if I steam them, those look really nice. And it came with 3 panels. So 2 for the one window and then just 1 to go across the smaller window. I think it'll work. Let's go look. And I had a coupon, as I always do, for 30% off. So I did get them for a really great price. It's almost the same color as the paint, which is so wild. What do you think, Tina? Did Mama do good? I want to wash them first, but at least I kind of have an idea. And I love that they're double lined with this silkiness. And then something else for the bedroom is this. Look at this thing. It's so creepy. I love it. I love creepy stuff. There's bread, you guys, bread. He's upset because somebody forgot the butter. She's been too busy taking care of the kids. She can't churn. She can't churn. He's like, I'll go get it. And this guy is like, haha, little do they know, I stole the butter. Okay, this is getting weird. But won't that look nice on the wall with that color? With the black and the gray and all the taupes and tans. And this is, I overheard the man who works there saying that he knows that this is has to be at least from the 1970s because of the frame. So many people walked by it and made a comment. And I was like, if they walk away from it, I'm going to get it. It was $11. I had to get it. It's gonna look perfect right here. Okay, and then just the other little 2 things that I got. I didn't get any clothes. I had some dresses in my cart and thought about it, and then I was like, no, I'm just not. We can take a clothes break for a minute, and this is like housewares week. This is a really pretty sage bluey kind of tray, and I really thought this would be handy in the garden because of the handles on it, so I can pick up things and fill this, and maybe I can put my little seed pots in here and fill them with soil and just make a mess inside of this and carry things, or I don't know. So this is gonna actually go in the cabana little area on that shelf. And then the last thing is this, because wouldn't these little holes be such a clever way of layering different stems? You know, like obviously you can just use this and have something sticking out, but I just thought, wow, you can really go crazy with layering and putting things out and making a really neat display with this base. So it grabbed my eye for $4.49. Just had to have it. So at some point I would like to decorate this. I need to give it a wash. I need to give everything a wash. The curtains, this, I need to just wipe down the frame. I just talked to my husband. I had sent him a photo and I was like, what do you think? But he was at work, so he was too busy to respond. And I was like, well, I got it, so I guess it doesn't matter now what you think about it. See how that almost matches the paint on the house, like exact. So I was like, this is gonna look perfect out here, because if I'm doing some gardening or whatever, I can just set it out here and easy access to whatever I need. I need to get my tools out of the garage. I think that was definitely worth the, what did I say, $7? exciting thrifted vase. I'm gonna have fun with this. I love the idea of cascading all these varieties around with these crazy holes everywhere. I still have more. There's tons of little holes to fill. My candlesticks are the same color as the vase, so they go really well together. Wouldn't this be really pretty with a bunch of hydrangeas and some baby's breath? I really like it. Good morning. Look at this beautiful screensaver. Well, it's, you know, I do the YouTube music screensavers. I've been really into witchy rainy ones with like soft piano. It's been the vibe. The curtains are up, and I just happened to order some curtains on Amazon last night, to like shears to go with the curtains from the thrift store. I love that it's a mix of both, because that's really who I am. I'm like partly thrifted and then partly new. You've got to have balance, but they look really cool. So let me show them to you really quick. I didn't really intend for the curtains to match the walls like perfectly. What I was thinking was like an oatmeal color curtain that had blackout. But now I realize that it's better to have this darker contrasting curtain with these new shears that I ordered on Amazon last night in bed, and they were shipped and delivered to my door this morning. You gotta love the Amazon beast for these kinds of things. So I got 2 sets, and they come with 2 panels. So I just think it looks so good. And these curtains are actually partly linen, and they were just so affordable on Amazon. I couldn't believe it. They have like 20% or 10% linen in them. They look really like scratched, you know, raw cotton. I love that look. These surpassed my expectations, I'll be honest with you. They really did. So you get 2 curtains in each pack for 20 bucks. That's just like the deal. It's crazy. It's crazy. But then, you know, I got these thrifted 3-panel curtains for $10. And then something else I wanted to show you is what we're about to hopefully have done. Well, my husband's gonna do it. I'm working this weekend and this week, so it's gonna be pretty busy for me. I won't be really able to help much, but he should be starting the bathroom project. Last week I showed you our Gucci wallpaper in the bedroom, and we also are going to be doing some in the bathroom. We've had this for almost a year now and have not gotten around to doing it. So we are finally going to do it. The issue was that we had some electrical repairs and things happening in there, so that's why it's taken so long. But we did go ahead and just buy the wallpaper, which is this bee. You know how I like my bees. If you watch my videos, you'll see I kind of sneak them into the videos from time to time. But yeah, this whole wallpaper is going to go on the back in the bathroom of the mirrors, and I'll show that to you here in a moment. And we just picked out the complimentary paint to go with it because we're really on the fence about it. We had this huge book of paint options. We were actually talking about how like an eggplant would be a nice contrast, because we don't want to match, you know what I mean? I feel like matching is a little bit too expected. We want it to look complementary, but not matchy-matchy. So we went with this color, and it's called Death by Chocolate. And it's like a almost eggplanty brown. And I love the idea of a brown in the bathroom. So that's gonna be the color. He should be picking that up today. Pardon the state of the bathroom, please. This is what we're trying to avoid, is product everywhere. We're taking those shelves down, we're taking the mirror down, and we had these ripped out. This was mirrors with lights. He took all that down. So we're gonna have the wallpaper behind the mirrors. We're really trying to declutter. And then the paint, the brown, is gonna go on this wall here and up here, and then this wall back here. So I think he's here. I think he's back, which will be great. It'll be great to have. So this is all hopefully gonna get done soon. Here's the paint and the touch-up for the bedroom. I just wanted to document this because it was really helpful to look back the last time that I had my lips done. So I just got a little tiny, it's called like a mini, and it just is the tiny, I'm spitting because my lips are numb. I had like, my tongue is numb too, but I had the tiniest bit of filler put in, and I just really like having it. I'll explain more when I get home, but I just wanted to show it now. You can see like the little spots where she injected, but anyway, I didn't realize I was gonna have this much trouble talking. My tongue is completely numb. I'll talk to you guys later. Takes everything in my power to not put something on my lips. So we'll just amp up the blush using this MAC one that came with all that stuff that Erin sent me. Speaking of Erin, I just submitted the video for approval. So that means I have a moment to, why is she barking? I have a moment to unbox some things. I have like a little pause in my project. So I thought I would show you guys a few things, plus I want to use it. What are you doing? I got slight bruising. It looks really gross, sorry, but it's gonna look super cute with lip gloss. I just do the slightest bit. It's called the mini lip. I usually do a half syringe. That's what I've done the first and the second time I've gotten my lips done in the past like 5 years. This is the first time I've gotten anything in like 2 years, so it's just kind of dissolved. It's the Juvederm, so it's just like a, you know, self-dissolving lip stuff, and you just touch up once a year if you want it to really, like, if you want to stay on top of it. But my local aesthetics place does mini lips, and they're not that expensive. They're just like under 300, and that's what I like because I don't want big fake looking lips. I just want, I love the look of it though, to be honest. Sometimes I do like the look of it. I also, there's such a thing as too much, but for me, I like it to be subtle so that most of the time no one even realizes I've had it. Like my own mother was like, you don't need lip injections, you don't need your lips done, your lips are great. And I'm like, I've had them done twice. I can't tell if it's dissolved naturally or not until I look at old photos of me, and my top lip is so thin and skinny, and this just balances it out. Basically, I get my top lip worked on the most so that it matches my bottom. This time she just did a little bit to get this a bit more of a pout, and she also does a slight lift in the corners, and that was all we did. And no, I don't have any issues with that. So I have the vasovagal whatever, syncope or whatever, where I will faint if I get blood taken, but I can get tattooed, and I can apparently get needles put in my face, and we don't have an issue. So you tell my brain to make sense of that. I have no idea. I don't know what it is. We have some beauty products that came, and then just a couple of things that I want to show you really quick. I'm going to try to make this quick because it will really extend this video if not, and I don't know what I'm going to have time for tomorrow or what I'm going to have the energy for tomorrow. Slice into it with the other end of my lash curlers, but I've been staring at this for days because I just wanted a moment to sit down with you to open it, and this is the second I got to do it, and now I'm like, okay, I'm done waiting. I'm done waiting. So we have Pink Diamond by Rodial, a lifting oil, lift and illuminate, vitamin C, marshmallow root, diamond powder. These drops, they're sheer. When you hear illuminating, wow though. Don't you think of like something that has a glow in it? Okay, she's gonna shut her mouth because look at that. Whoa, that is nice. What do you do with that? Do you wear it under your, like, what are you supposed to do? Is it skincare or is it for your makeup? Lightweight oil, smooth complexion, rejuvenated plumped look. We're feeling that right now. Vitamin C, apply 2 drops and pat into a clean dry face. Use before makeup as the ultimate illuminating primer, or use it on its own for dewy looking complexion. I do like the idea of that because sometimes I all the time when I'm not wanting to wear makeup, ow, forming a W, painful. It just like makes you squeeze your lips together. It'll only be a little tender for a day and then it'll go away. We have the volumizing blow dry mist by Olaplex, protective volumizer that shields from heat and humidity. That's perfect because I'm running out of my current heat protector. Mist on a clean damp hair, focusing on the roots for added volume. Use a round brush. I don't know that that's necessarily a heat protectant. Oh, let's smell it. Doesn't really have like a particular lingering smell of any kind. We have 2 lip liners, perfect for when this is all ready to go. It'll take, I think, like probably 24 full hours, 48 hours before I can really put anything on them. Pretty. We got like a rosy color. I can never ever have too many of those. And we have a brown rose, Can never have too many of those either. So those are both fabulous. I'm gonna put them back in the box for now, just until I'm ready to use them, so I don't get them mixed up with stuff that I've already used a million times. It's more exciting to be like, ooh, fresh out of the box when you go to use it. We have the, oh, this was an add-on. I wanted this just because I wanted a brown lip liner. So this is just a Morphe brown lip liner add-on in Bite Me, because I wasn't sure if those were gonna be brown enough when I saw them in the options. I've never used this type of Morphe liner. So chocolatey. Oh, that's what I was looking for. I just wanted a really nice chocolate brown. Violet Voss Disco Drip Eyeshadow Palette. Look at how fun that is. Look at how interesting. They're like this one tone you can wear in the crease or underneath, and they're basically, I would imagine, saying that any of these will go with it. Last thing, Memoir Airplane Mode 14, a fragrance. I'm gonna be going somewhere soon, and I like to have a fragrance so that every time I wear it, I'm reminded of that time. That is so cute. I love this. You should see the other one that I have from them. It's huge. It's like 4 times the size of this. Oh, it does have that Memoir smell because I wear the wood one. It's like pine and woodsy. It's called Cabin Retreat, and I wear it all the time. It's like my go-to daily. Saffron, coconut, water, orange blossom, plum, and cedarwood. I love this already. Okay, so I was asked if I wanted to participate in another collab with Zenni Optical, and as you guys know, I get my sunglasses and my eyeglasses prescription from Zenni, especially for driving, for seeing long distance, for going to the movies, which I haven't done in a while, but I need to, and anything where I need to see further away. So they asked if I would like to receive a pair of their Eco Bloomz, which is their sustainable glasses. And is this not a me thing, or is it not a me thing? This is so good. It comes in a recycled box, and all of the glasses are made from sustainable materials like plastic bottles. So you give plastic bottles a second life in being your eyeglasses. And so I ordered a pair. I get excited for these glasses every time because I just become so obsessed with my glasses. Like if you have a pair that you really love and you truly wear all the time, like those black huge framed ones, I get compliments on those everywhere I go. Oh, I wanted them to match my hair. That was the whole idea. It was like this monochromatic hair matching vibe. I love those. You guys, I'm in love with Zenni. I love Zenni Optical so much. I'm addicted to getting glasses from Zenni Optical. I have so many pair. But I did order a second pair, and these are not part of the Eco Bloomz. I got these because I wanted a pair of regular sunglasses and then a pair of eyeglasses that are just plain and simple eyeglasses, and I have been eyeballing these in my cart. They've been in my cart and I've been wanting them for a hot minute. So I got some just good old-fashioned clear frame glasses. I needed a pair of glasses that would match everything, because sometimes I'll have those black ones and they just don't always go with the outfit. These are freaking great. These are great. Tomorrow is project day and my day off. So I will see you guys tomorrow and we will go over what we're gonna do this week. That's recording. Look at my little gardening outfit. I'm gonna change out of it. This is actually not what I'm gonna wear today, but I got my seed book, and I'll share this here too in case you don't follow me on Instagram or didn't watch the short. But this is the seed book that I was talking about, where I wanted to thrift for a organizer to put my seeds in, because for me, when I start something new, as you guys know with my embroidery, I had to buy an organizer for all of the embroidery stuff, because the first thing you do when you start a new obsession over a hobby is you have to figure out a way it's going to work into your life without creating a mess in your home. And so organization is always the first priority for me. And I knew that seeds, I already saw them getting dumped into this box that I have in the laundry room, and I was just loosely throwing the packets in there and picking them up, and they're all falling out, and I'm like, this is not how it's done. There's gotta be a cuter way. So thrifting for this book I thought was a really clever idea, and I just filmed the making of this, but I'll show it to you. So I taped these closed because I've taken some out. This is the red clover and the white yarrow. And these both are part of the medicinal garden. So I want to have a garden where I'm growing things that have beneficial properties for helping with ailments like perimenopause, of course, anxiety, especially teas. You know, we can incorporate it into our lives in little ways. And from what I understand, clover, as it says here, is really good as an anti-inflammatory. It's good for blood circulation. It's good for anxiety. It has so many benefits. It's supposed to be a mood lifter even. So I've put this on my yogurt because I have red clover that's dried downstairs. Sprinkle a little bit on top of my yogurt in the morning. You can also just make a tea with it, throw it into some hot water, let it steep, and drink it that way. So it's really nice. And so I also have the common white yarrow, and I did not fill in its benefits, but it's very similar to the red clover. It actually was suggested when I was looking for red clover, it was suggested you might also like white yarrow. So let's look this up. Anti-inflammatory, respiratory support, skin health, menstrual cramps. That's going on the list. You know, because we're always just so quick to grab for the Aleve. Not like you can't also do that, but if you could just make yourself a tea to feel better, wouldn't that be lovely? Yeah, so what I was saying about the red clover and the yarrow is I did notice that both of them are known for being anti-inflammatory and good for perimenopause and menopause. The red clover is good for hot flashes. Really cool stuff. So I have both of those growing downstairs, and apparently both of them are pretty easy to maintain and take care of. So I think that's something cool to consider if you're looking for a photo album to put all of your seeds in, is looking for ones that have this paper on the side for you to write information for scrapbooking or information about the dates and your family that you're supposed to be putting in here, but instead I'm doing seeds. How handy to have those notes. And for beginners like me, beginner gardeners, notes for you to remember different things that maybe you want to remember, like when's the best time to plant it, all of that kind of stuff. So anyway, and then I titled it Seed Book on the front. I think that's such a good idea. It was $5 and look how happy it makes me. This is why I love thrifting. But I did try the Violet Voss, and this is also very nice. I was really impressed with all the products that I put on today. I'm like having a day. The If You Know, You Know, which is that soft brown that I believe they're implying will go with any of these chrome metallic colors, is beautiful with this gold. Is it not? Look at that. I mean, I know I always go for the warms. I always go for the like sunburst eye. I just wasn't in the mood for blue or green today, but I do sometimes. It's just, for me, it's an easy grab because I have blue eyes and I feel like it complements my skin tone. So it's a safe color to match. I didn't know what I was gonna wear, so it's like it'll match any outfit. So it's just one of those things. But this whole top row, honestly, I can mix with that soft brown color in the crease and always have something fun and new to play with. So this is a really good palette. I would say I really like the Disco Drip. Good stuff. So yeah, that's what I have on. It's really pretty and it blended beautifully. Beautifully, no issues. It was so easy, so quick, and it was on. All right, part of the mess is we are still in paint mode. I'm gonna show you the bathroom. We do actually have the paint on the walls and 3 coats in the bathroom. My husband did it while I've had a very busy work week. He's luckily been able to tackle it by himself. I do have to still go in and do the trim though. But here's what I've changed into. I have on my gingham skirt that I love so much. I wear this all the time. I have a Free People really like baggy shirt and I just tucked it into my bra in the front. So it's got that same shape that I'm going for with the shirt that I'm about to cut. Also, I'm really into hiking with these giant safety pins. It's kind of my new thing. I just got this idea like, gosh, I want to be able to hike. I want to be able to get that shape from pulling my skirt up and hiking it up like I do with my harness and my little skirt hike. But I don't want to wear a harness all the time. I don't always want to have things belted. So now we're able to get that look and you can do the same thing with a brooch, like a vintage brooch would be a really cute way to like pin your skirt up and hike it a little bit. I just really enjoy the shape of a hike. I think it's cute. I like how it gives it this like relaxed fit, kind of casual look, even with the safety pin as opposed to the harness situation. You know, I think it's really cool. And then we just have on slippers because we're not going anywhere at the moment. I really like my makeup today and I feel cute other than bruised lips. And then I just straightened my hair, another thing I have not done in ages. Look at that. It's actually, okay, you guys, it's always interesting what the camera sees and what's in real life. But in real life, when you're looking at it, it's brown. Weird. You guys are seeing like a burgundy. That's so weird. I wonder if there's anything I can do with the, there, I guess that kind of helps. Nope, not really. The lower I make the lights, the more red it goes. Maybe if I just get up close. You see how brown that is? That's brown. It's called chocolate, you know, for a reason. So chocolate has a little bit of a red to it, but it's beautiful. It's a beautiful color. My husband and I both really, really like it. And it's a color that complements both of our skin tone. We have the same skin tone and hair color basically. So it just works for both of us really well. I still need to trim the top, and then the wallpaper obviously will be going in on this side. That's probably gonna be a minute before we can start it because he has to do this texturizing, flattening stuff that goes on the wall to make this texture go away. And instead of sanding it like we did in the bedroom, we're gonna just put this paste on the wall that makes it smooth. And it's just A, less messy because sanding creates a lot of dust in your house. B, it's a pain in the ass. And C, it is more time consuming, where this should just be a matter of getting it on the wall and then just smoothing it out. But anyway, that's what's gonna happen on the wall soon, hopefully, the wallpaper. Everything has really been coming together with all of our little home projects with painting and just redoing all of it. The next is the spare room, and we've already picked out color and the plan for that, but I'll share that with you when that comes to actually be getting started and stuff. I am going to go start my project. I've been babbling for 6 minutes straight, and I need a snack. I'm hungry. And now I've got my lip treatment back on, so hopefully my lips won't be too mad at me for wearing that lip gloss. All right, we're cropped. Lovely. And now I'm actually going to just turn these little sleeves twice to make it a cap sleeve crop like that. And all I have to do is just sew the top and the bottom. Maybe I'll do the middle too, just to make sure it's secure, but that'll be an easy one. And then we can start getting into embroidery. All right, this is that beautiful time where I get to get my embroidery kit out. Don't think I've stopped wanting to do this, I've just not had time. I need to finish doing all of my colors. I still have this many to do. All right, I'm just going for it with my white pencil here and just kind of going off of this design. A little, not really, I'm just copying the flowers as a nice reminder on how to do this. Well, y'all know how it goes. It takes a while. Good morning. I'm a nerd. I'm ready, and we're actually gonna head out to the waterfront so I can get some footage of the shirt, the outfit, the hair, the makeup, and we're gonna do a little bit of a Zenni insert into my project. I had actually mentioned that to them when we talked about what I would do with this, and I think a sustainable, upcycled outfit reel would be the perfect time to insert their Eco Bloomz eyeglasses. So that's what we're gonna do. Hello and welcome. I'm holding my camera because the tripod's still downstairs from when I was doing my embroidery. So I found something out. I figured something out. I knew this existed, and wrong side. I knew that this was a thing. I just didn't know what it was called. It's called a stabilizer, and it is a fabric, or it either is like a dissolvable fabric or it's permanent, and I've seen them under embroidered patches. So that's why I knew that it existed, but I didn't know that it was something that I could use with a shirt. And this is why the beauty of picking up a new hobby and learning. So I'm learning, and yeah, the stabilizer would help the fabric from bunching when I let it out of the embroidery hoop. So that's something I just ordered, and now I'm excited because I just ordered it and I want to do another one. I think it's best to just leave this as is. It looks fine. It's so hard for you guys to see. That's why I also want to get outside, because I feel like you'll pick up the florals a little bit better outside, because you can't even tell that this is embroidered until you get up close. But when you get up close, you're like, oh, that's cool. And then I was also looking at it because I took photos and already posted them on Instagram of the project as a teaser. And I was thinking it'd be cool to just kind of go down the front instead of trying to do a symmetrical shoulder to shoulder floral. So I think I'm going to actually do this part, and that part I can maybe do a stabilizer with it because I don't want this bunching in the front. So that's what we'll do. There we go. But yeah, we're gonna take my new sunglasses, my cute outfit, the same skirt I was wearing as yesterday because it goes perfectly with this outfit. Gotta go figure out what shoes to wear. And then my husband just got his head tattooed, so we're gonna get some photos of that with his new camera down by the water. So we're just gonna go play. And there is a coffee shop down there we have not been to yet. So you wanna explore a new shop, get some sort of treat, you know, some breakfast treat of some sort. Maybe a chai, since I've already had coffee. I don't want to overdo it, and have fun. So we're gonna go play down by the waterfront, and I'm gonna bring you along with me. Down at the beach and the park, and just got a rose chai. Do we want to go that way, like along the path, or up here? Ooh, let's go up here. Thanks, Bob. Thanks. So protecty.
Sweet hair?
Nice. Actually, it doesn't look bad.
That's good.
It's just windblown. Whoa. There's the warships. We're waiting for a table or the restaurant to open. So we're gonna walk the pier real quick so we can, I am like baby legging, weeble wobble. I'm like, I really don't want to. But isn't it pretty wobbly? Walk until the place opens up in 10 minutes and get some lunch on the pier. BLT, I'm craving a BLT.